Fager, and I'm an alumni from Hinsdale Central. I graduated in 1979. I'd like to congratulate all of the inductees tonight. It's a great honor for all of them and their families, and they should be very proud of it. I have some experience with this event in the Hall of Fame. My brother Jim is here tonight, who was an inductee in 2000. So I had to think of how to, or who exemplified the things that were brought up about, you know, having the values and the leadership shown that they gained at Hinsdale, and showed that throughout the rest. And I came up with these two gentlemen, Craig Bouchard, class of 71 of Hinsdale Central, and Jim Bouchard, class of 79. I nominated them together as a team. Individually, they are deserving, but what they've done together as a team, brother team, is in the fields of business and philanthropy have been outstanding. Jim and Craig come from a tremendous Hinsdale and athletic family. Their parents, Robert and Helen, and 5 other brothers and sisters, all going to and participating at sports at Hinsdale Central. The family achieved 6 state championships, a great accomplishment considering none of them were in swimming. Craig participated in basketball and baseball. Jim was a 3-sport, 5-varsity lettered athlete. In basketball, he guarded players like Doc Rivers, Isaiah Thomas. Jim's claim to fame is, with Isaiah, is that he held him to under his average. He also received, along with another brother, a great prestigious award from Hinsdale, the James Carmignani Award. And that's close to my heart, my family's heart, because James Carmignani was a relative of ours. I'd like to also recognize one other person tonight that's here that none of this would be possible without. And a lot of times she had to do it on her own with her husband passing away, and that's Mrs. Bouchard, Helen Bouchard. She's here tonight. Stand up. Jim and Craig took strong values and leadership that they learned at Hinsdale Central through their families, their coaches, the faculty, and they constantly apply that to their everyday lives today in business and philanthropy. Jim took a 20-year career in the steel industry. He took it to the highest levels at U.S. Steel. He even went over to, sent over to Slovakia to resurrect a bankrupt steel company. And him and his team turned that around into a tremendous asset of theirs. And to be a true Hinsdale Red Devil, as I would call Jim, and his beautiful wife Carolyn, who was also a 79 graduate with us. They had the Doings newspaper sent over every week or every couple weeks to Slovakia so they could keep up on the Hinsdale doings, you know, in athletics and at Hinsdale, and as well as the community. Craig had a 20-year career in banking and finance, and again, taking them in the industry, taking them all over the world, and rising, and also started a risk management company that is a gold standard for a lot of global trading institutions. In 2003, Jim left U.S. Steel and purchased his first steel company. And then 2004 came along. That was a tremendous year. They started their second company. Craig joined them. They created Esmark, Steel Services Family is their name, and they, as you see, they always include family in it. It's very important to them. The other great thing they did that year was they hired me. So, and later that year, there was an equity raise, and I think I got a good compliment from Craig that said, eggs, we didn't know what we were going to do with you 2 months ago, but now we don't know what we're not going to do or without you. So I take that as a great compliment. But they purchased 4 companies there after that, and subsequently purchased 10 more companies. Became the fastest growing steel company in the United States. They didn't stop there. They continued, and they went to take on and acquire a mill in West Virginia, William Pittsburgh Steel, and they did it with first ever in the history of Wall Street process called, I won't know all the names, but a tender offer reverse merger. I'll put it at that. And again, first time ever happening in the history of Wall Street where a private company basically took over a company that was almost 3 times its size and it was a public company. And in the end, will reverse merge and become the public company, with that being a subsidiary. So that's what they did, and it's all their strategic. After that, they also acquired the largest mill on the East Coast. And in just 4 years, they've become the 4th largest steel company in the United States, over $4 billion in revenue, and 6,000 employees, all over within 4 years, in a Fortune 500 company. But all that business is great, but one of the things that impressed me the most is their philanthropy. They give to a number of locations. Their communities are very important to them, whether they're in Illinois, Pennsylvania, Florida. They started a charity in Florida called Girls is Best for tennis down there, and girls that need to go and wouldn't have the opportunities they have for educational continuance. Same within Jim and Carolyn's area, with Swickley, Pennsylvania. They have taken on child health care in the hospital and in that area, and then a lot of help here in Hinsdale area with givings to the foundation, the golf outing, as well as a contribution to the new fitness center and trying to get that thing done. So they do a great job in philanthropy, and I'd like to show you a film that shows a little bit more about them.
Well, Jim and Craig Bouchard have been nicknamed the Brothers of Steel.
Influences begin early in life, often in ways that begin to frame our lives from children to adults. As a young boy, Jim Bouchard remembers touring the inland steel mill with his father Robert, who was a Chicago-based inland executive. Jim's older brother Craig would also observe the dedication, hard work, and the values associated with steel manufacturing. Over the years, the brothers would watch their father rise from mailroom clerk to steel executive. They learned early that success requires a winning attitude and a commitment to quality standards.